So here I've got my on-premise environment of UFT, and all I've done is record a simple script that goes to Amazon. It searches for some Dallas Cowboys souvenirs, and then it's a simple return to the home page. So nothing fancy, but what we want to do is show you how this can be remotely executed using the lab service provided by StormRunner Functional. So with the release of UFT 14.01, we now have new abilities that we'll see when we go to our tools and options. If we go under our GUI testing tab, we'll see the tab for StormRunner Functional. All we have to input here is our URL, the client ID and secret provided by StormRunner Functional settings, and then any proxies that are necessary. We can test our connection, and then just one more step to do after that. So as we'd want to do with any UFT script, we'll go to our record and run settings and point it to the URL that we want to go to, as mentioned inside of Amazon.com, so it can automatically populate. And then now we used to use local browser, but we've got HPE SRF, which will be changed to Micro Focus very soon. And we've now got this box here showing us all the environments that we have to choose from inside of StormRunner Functional. So I can go to here and I can change the environment based on the operating system, the browser, and also the resolution type if we want to make sure that we test the responsiveness of our applications based on different resolutions. We could choose to parameterize this. I'm going to keep this one simple, but we could choose to have the different iterations like we're used to having to run in sequence these different environments that we want to run against. But for today, I'm just going to do a single run inside this environment. And then all it's left to do is to run this test, and then we'll see it in the notification sections of StormRunner Functional executing in the background. So here I've got my notifications showing me what tests are currently running and what have finished in the past as well. So we'll come back to the results of our UFT remote execution when we go over the analysis section. So next, all I have to show you for the remote execution is how we execute a Selenium script. So here I've got my IDE environment, I've got IntelliJ open, and I've got a simple script that is going to our Micro Focus website. It's clicking on the About link. So what we've done, and this is a basic JavaScript, what we've done is we've simply just added, specified the browser version, the class form. We can see the credentials that we've got for StormRunner Functional. Point the remote web driver to your endpoint, and from there you'll be able to execute these tests inside of StormRunner Functional just like we did with the UFT. Then also in the future, when we have the integration with Git, we see our UFT test is finished. Integration with Git, you'll be able to push those scripts to Git and execute it with Jenkins, or have it pushed and run it as part of your other CI systems and run those remotely in StormRunner Functional. So we'll have this run, and then we'll hop back into the StormRunner Functional environment, and then we'll see the notifications inside of it. So the takeaways of the benefits of remote execution is that the browser or the mobile device is being provided by StormRunner Functional for you so that you can use our testing lab as a service, and you don't have to maintain that lab anymore with all the challenges that comes with it. And you can have this make life much easier for you and your team as well, and help to reduce that execution time and not let the lab be one of the problems that are getting in the way from finishing those tests. So we see here, we've got the remote, the UFT one is already finished, and now I've got my remote Selenium script running in the background. And again, we'll take a look at these results at the end. That's it for the remote execution piece. Are there any questions before we're moving to use case number 2? Can I use my UFT runtime engines to do remote execution as well? Yes, great question. So for those scenarios where we want to keep being able to do the work and we want to leverage our existing runtime engine UFT licenses, you can absolutely configure that connection so that your runtime engines are executing those tests inside of StormRunner Functional, and then you can leverage the lab service that's being provided for you.